the final 2-minute statement comes from you, Mr. Hawke.
The choice on the 24th of March is stark. Whether you're going to have continued economic growth, job growth, and a restructured economy where we are exporting more manufactured goods against the most competitive markets in the world, or are you going to have the wages explosion? Mr. Peacock, when asked the central question, what happens to wages, shrugs his shoulder and says, who's to know? And if you say, who's to know, to wages outcome, it means that you must have a wages explosion, interest rates up, and the economy doing what it did before, out. You have the choice between a continuation of Medicare or its dismantling. You can have a choice between superannuation, a savings plan for the future, a fair one, available to all, and in which, when it's through, $30 a week being paid by employers for every one of their employees, or the dismantling of that superannuation arrangement. You can have absolute commitment to the protection of the environment, or you can have the environmental vandalism of their opposition to every major decision we've had. And on the question of policies, you can have these buzzwords about productivity, but it's all what we'll do, but you've not heard one word about how you'll get an acceptable wages outcome. And finally, on the question of leadership and unity, you can have strong, knowledgeable leadership of a united team, or you can have the situation opposite, where John Howard has said publicly that there can be and is no trust between John Howard and Andrew Peacock. The Liberal Party is ridden with internal bitternesses and hatreds, and there is fundamental division between the Liberal Party and the National Party, with whom they would go into coalition government. A party which can't govern itself cannot govern the country.
Okay, and that's where we must finish, although it mightn't be a bad idea to have another debate after the policy launches. I hope you've found this both interesting and entertaining. You've seen the leaders. The choice is now yours on March 24. Mr. Hawke, thank you very much. Mr. Peacock, thank you very much. Good luck to both of you for the rest of the campaign. Thanks also to my colleagues on the panel, and thank you also for the faxes and telephone calls for suggested questions which have deluged us for the past few days. So from the great debate at the ABC, good night.